Hey, hey. Good afternoon, everybody. I suspect probably some of you know what this is about. We had a team, your mom, make it to Sundance today. Congratulations to those guys. They're right now trying to sort out the instructions for StreamYard to join me here, but congratulations to your mom. They did a great job. They had good weather, which, an element of good fortune, which helped those guys out. I think a little bit of rain yesterday, but other than that, it looked like they had good weather the whole way. But I guess the thing that impresses me the most is those guys rode the way I would have ridden. Every decision that they made is exactly the decision that I would have made, and it's eerie to watch somebody at every point. You're going, we try to tell people this is what you should do here, and it generally doesn't work. But these guys, man, they did everything the right way. They used the lowest energy approach every place they could. They understood kind of what was going on, and I'm real anxious to talk to him here in a few minutes as soon as they get this thing sorted out. So provisionally, 83 and 84. I got to look at their tracks. And by the way, for you Armadillo guys, I promise I'll get to your tracks. It's been an interesting few days with the kids starting school and everything. So, uh, as I told everybody, no daily brief today because I'm trying to get all my stuff, my ducks lined up so I can get off. I'm going to go ride some really, really remote trails in the next couple of days. Some stuff in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to get. It's hard to just get to the trailhead. But I found some trails that I think are probably some of the remotest trails in the United States. I couldn't find anybody that knew anything about them. Some guys that had gone in and ridden part of it. It's all real high alpine stuff. It's all up around 10,000 feet, and I'm just really looking forward to it. So I will be out of commission tomorrow, the next day, and I won't be back till Tuesday. I feel really bad about that because there's another team that has a pretty good chance of finishing in that time, and we'll just have to get them on a PBR Monday sometime, and I'm going to do these guys as well. We're going to wrap up PBR Mondays probably in a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to do one this week. I'm going to do one the following week. And I know Armadillo's going to be there, and I'm going to try to get these guys on there too. And then anybody else that we miss, anybody else that makes it when we do Hot Stove League in winter, we'll get those folks on. So here we go. Hey, Jim, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's Double Knot's top secret spy stuff, as I told you last night, but I'll be sure to send you pictures. And I think you guys will want to go there after you see this. It's reputed by the few friends of mine that have been there told me it's just awesome stuff. But you got to do a little bit of work to get to it. Went on a bicycle ride today with my family. I had a really good time doing that. And I kind of bought my family a little present that I've been working on the last couple of days. I used to have a soundstage and lighting company, and I had a concert PA and a stage and lights that filled up an entire 18-wheeler truck, 53-foot trailer. And I sold all that years ago when my first son came along. But I've always missed it. There's nothing like having a PA. There's something about, even if you're not using it to rent to bands and do concerts and stuff like that with it, when you set it up in your backyard, you sit there and you feel the thump of a set of gigantic subwoofers. It's kind of hard to get out of your mind. So I sold all this stuff years ago, and I've been thinking about it. And so this summer, we decided we were going to rebuild a PA. My wife and I play out occasionally, and so we could use it for that. I can rent it out locally to do DJ shows and stuff. And I just put the thing together this week, and it's freaking awesome. I've been sitting out there this day feeling the thump against my chest of these gigantic JBL subwoofers, and I'm happy camper again. I've missed that stuff for 20 years, and now I finally, in my old age, get to play with PA once again. So, Jeff, you are right. Your mom did do a fantastic ride. I've never, ever seen anything like so efficient in the way they went about doing things. This year we've had a remarkable year because there have been some people that did remarkable things. Jim Spooner, first guy out solo, sawing his way across all that stuff. Weather wasn't always great. And, the first guy across a soloist sawing his way across stuff. Remarkable tour of Idaho. Then you have right behind them Coleman Stove, and look what those poor guys went through. They had weather issues, fires that they were trying to dodge, and some of the stuff that Jim had done was no longer available for those guys. So I'm literally PMing them saying, turn left here and try this trail. Really remarkable stuff. Guys sleeping under their bikes to stay warm and stuff. We have Armadillo come along. I'm glad those guys got it this year because I I would fear to be around had they not made it this year. And now we have this. And the thing that makes, again, what these guys did remarkable is I don't think they did very much pre-riding this. So their navigation wasn't based on the fact that, they'd ridden it a bunch of times before, and so they knew where to go. These guys figured it out on the fly, and they did a pretty doggone good job. I don't know for a fact that they didn't do very much pre-riding, but they didn't tell me they did, and we'll get all that out of them here in a few minutes. Let me see if I can see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. They both got it, so we're just waiting for them to figure out how to get it. I'm super stoked to talk to these guys, and they were here, and I spent a little time with them in the shop. By the way, once again, I apologize profoundly to any spent a lot of time with. There were some teams that came through this week. It's first week like that, and my son's starting kindergarten, and it's really difficult. There's a lot that has to be done. My wife works nights, so I'm Mr. Mom. I have to do all that stuff. I have to fix all the dinners and make sure that they're getting in school and everything. So there were some teams I didn't get to spend as much time with as I would have liked to, and I apologize profoundly. And here are the men of the hour. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you. It was a ride.
How does it feel?
Tired.
So, I've been telling everybody in the daily briefs every day, and you guys might have caught wind of some of this. You guys made every decision that I would have made had I been in your shoes. It was almost like I was in your head somehow, except I wasn't. We just talked about this is what I would do if it were me. And you guys rode the most efficient route you could ride. And you guys didn't pre-ride very much, if any of this, did you?
We rode day one back in June. That was it.
Yeah. So it wasn't like you guys knew these trails. You actually had your nav dialed well enough. It looks to me like you rarely got lost. You made great decisions, and you just knocked it out of the ballpark. Congratulations.
Luke's the human GPS.
I heard that, yeah.
He knows where he is all the time.
Well, provisionally, number 83 and 84, I got to look over your tracks first, but based on what I saw, I don't think I'm going to see any problem there. Yeah, we'll have you on PBR Monday in a couple of weeks, but and I know you guys are probably anxious to get on with your day, but just tell us in 30 seconds or a minute, what do you think? I mean, what's your feelings about it? What stood out? What sucked?
You go first.
Oh, well, what sucked was the rain. Day one was a bear. That was a slip and slide. We got rained on day one, day three, and then we got hit yesterday too. But you get tired of being wet and cold, and we went into it thinking, oh, we better dress really warm. We're going to be dying in the desert, but we were fighting cold more than warm this year.
Yeah. And you're in the time where that happens too. You get late into the season and the cold becomes a worse problem.
Yeah, but the trails were just awesome. I can't believe the amount of country and stuff out here. It's just incredible.
All right, human GPS, what do you think?
Yeah, it was awesome, the whole thing. I loved every bit of it. I mean, we're beat and sore and back hurts and wrist hurts. Had a pretty bad crash day 8. My sprained my wrist, but powered through and we made it.
Well, I'll let you guys get going. Let's get on PBR Monday here in a couple weeks if we could work it out. I'd like to have you guys on the last one that I'm going to do for the season. But once again, you have my undying respect for having ridden one of the cleanest tours I've ever seen. I've never seen guys that wet out. And literally at every turn, you did exactly what I would have done. I think that's remarkable. And that's not a testament to me that I think I'm smarter than everybody else or anything, but I know the route really well. And so I know what are the best trails to ride, about the right pace to do it. I know when to turn left, right, and stuff like that. And I can't believe that you guys were well enough prepared that without having pre-ridden any of this. We had a lot of that this year. A lot of guys went out and did extensive pre-riding. You guys didn't do any of that, and you managed to not get lost. I didn't see you wandering off the track. It was just boom, 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 and it went right too without riding too fast. It looks to me like you guys disciplined your right hand pretty well, so salute to you for that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate all the work you did too. This is a great event. We appreciate being able to take place. And we got our shirts.
I hope you have 3 of those.
I've told my wife we got to get one more made. It's coming in the mail. What size do you
All
wear?
right. I wear extra large these days, baby. I'm down from XXL. I'm losing weight.
Nice.
All right, you guys, enjoy yourselves. I'll be talking to you soon. Let's try to get you on PBR Monday, a week from this Monday, okay?
Okay. Thanks,
Sounds
Martin.
good.
Congratulations, guys.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
All right, so there you go. Once again, smiling faces at Sundance Mountain. I don't know how I can say this any more sincerely. I just have a ton of respect for these guys because they embraced the full adventure aspect of this. You know, they just went out and rode it. You know, we told everybody ride day 1 so you know what you're getting into. They went up and did that. Then the rest of it, those guys had never seen any of these trails. And they went out, like they nailed their special navigation section. They, you know, all this stuff that confuses the heck out of a lot of people, even me sometimes. Those guys just rode right through that stuff. That's not an accident. That's years of preparation just to be doing things like this, and then at least a year of preparation figuring out what to do in the tour. So I'm going to make sure that those guys get a star beside their name in that ledger because I'm just as impressed as heck at how professionally they dispatched this whole thing. It blows me away. And I have a small group that I put together every year. The names and faces it changed a little bit, but it's 2 or 3 people that I talk through the tour, and everybody in that little group agrees with me that these guys really did a wonderful job of professionals. The only word for it. It looks like they were professional Tour of Idaho riders, and I can't think of a higher compliment. And I hope those guys take it that way. All right, I'm going to go back out to my big ass backyard PA and enjoy the rest of my day. I will be reporting back to you probably on Tuesday. Cheers. Oh my goodness. What do we got here?